Have you ever been asked to do something that felt impossible? Something that went against every fiber of your being? Today, we're diving into one of the most intense, gut-wrenching stories ever told. The story of a father, a son, and a test of faith that pushed a man to the absolute brink. This is the story of Abraham and Isaac. Now, Abraham wasn't just any guy. The Bible calls him the father of faith. God had made a huge promise to him when he was an old man. A promise that seemed completely out of reach, that he would have a son, and through this son, he would become the father of a great nation. His descendants would be as numerous as the stars in the sky. And after decades of waiting, of holding on to this promise, it happened. Sarah, his wife, who was well past childbearing age, gave birth to a son. They named him Isaac, which means laughter, because the whole idea seemed so joyfully absurd. Isaac was everything to them. He was the miracle child, the living, breathing proof of God's faithfulness. He was the future. Imagine the love Abraham had for this boy. Every day watching Isaac grow, Abraham must have seen the fulfillment of God's promise taking shape right before his eyes. This was the son he had waited 100 years for. Then one day the unthinkable happens. God speaks to Abraham, and the words he says are chilling. Genesis 22 tells us, "Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you." Let that sink in for a moment. God, the very same God who gave him this miracle son, is now asking him to take that son's life. Sacrifice your son. Your only son. The son you love. God makes it crystal clear who he's talking about, twisting the knife with every word. What would you do? Would you argue? Would you run? Would you think you'd misheard? The Bible says Abraham's response was immediate and staggering. Early the next morning, Abraham got up and loaded his donkey. No argument. No hesitation recorded, just quiet, heartbreaking obedience. He took 2 of his servants, his son Isaac, and the wood for the offering, and they set off on a 3-day journey. Can you imagine the silence on that trip? The weight in the air? 3 days of walking, with every step bringing him closer to this horrific act. What must have been going through Abraham's mind? The torment, the confusion, the questions. God, why? You gave him to me. How can your promise be fulfilled if he is gone? When they finally arrive at the mountain, Abraham tells his servants, "Stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. We will worship and then we will come back to you." Did you catch that? We will come back to you. Even in this moment of unbearable crisis, a sliver of Abraham's profound faith shines through. He believed somehow that even if he went through with the sacrifice, God would raise Isaac from the dead to fulfill his promise. He trusted God's character more than he trusted his own understanding. As they walk up the